Starts the mass millionaire migration to the Hamptons, and with it, mass traffic. And that's provided a rich market for all of these services that provide travel from Manhattan and the area to the Hamptons. Now, the biggest disruptor in that market is Blade. That's the chopper behind me. They've been called the Uber of helicopters because all you have to do is go on the app, click in your seat, which costs around $600 for a one-way trip. Blade, by the way, has flown more than 15,000 people in the Northeast since they started just 2 years ago. They provide a lot of service from Manhattan to Quogue, Southampton, East Hampton, and Montauk. They've also launched a service from Westchester to the Hamptons, as well as the Hamptons to Nantucket. You know, there are a lot of other services to the Hamptons. You've got the jitney, of course. That's around $35 to $45. There are other helicopters where you have to charter the whole chopper for around $600 a seat. You've got the train LARR, that's around 28 bucks. And then, of course, you have the other new competitor, which is Uber. And I'm going to bring Kate Rogers to talk about that.
Thanks, Robert. Well, I think we know which reporter got the better assignment this morning, but I will be taking an Uber out to the Hamptons to meet Robert. Now, this is about a 100-mile trip. Our estimated fare was around $200 to $300, and it says it's going to take between 2 and 3 hours to get there. But what's important to remember is that Uber doesn't serve the entire Hamptons region. We're going to Southampton, where it can drop you off and pick you up. However, remember the big drama last summer was Uber getting banned from East Hampton and Montauk. They can only drop you off there. They can't pick you up. But Lyft, also its biggest competitor in this area, Lyft is going to be expanding into the Hamptons in the coming weeks. It's not yet fully available yet, and unfortunately for Lyft fans, it won't be available Memorial Day weekend. However, if they pick you up in the city, they once again can drop you off in the Southampton area, the same areas that Uber does service. And another competitor in this area is Get, which is an on-demand black car service in the city. They're also not yet servicing the Hamptons, so it really seems like Uber right now is the only game in town. But what is really important to remember, our fare estimate, it doesn't include that really hated surge pricing, which kicks in when there's really high demand. And Robert, it also doesn't account for the mass traffic that's going to take place on Friday night. And remember, there are an estimated 38 million people that are traveling this holiday weekend, and driving, of course, is one of the most popular ways to get around.
Right, so here's the bottom line, guys. My chopper this morning costs around $600, takes around 35 minutes. Your car's what, around?
Between $200 and $300, and it could take up to 3 hours.
Right, so what we're going to do, obviously, I'm going to win, and you're such a good sport for doing this morning.
Thank you.
But we're going to figure out on a dollar per minute, dollar per hour basis what the advantage or cost is to Blade versus the car. So when we land, we're going to be back to you later today to see who won and by how much.
And I do get to take the Blade home. So we're not all sore losers here today.